Hi everyone, it's Tuesday, and Tuesday it means live stream. At least for me, and I hope you like to join my streams. Um, you should be very welcome to this. I do this every Tuesday and every Thursday on 12 p.m. CET. So it's lunchtime here in Sweden. So you may be sitting down and eating and watching this right now. Okay, if you're new to my streams, I have done, I think it's 10 streams before, where I build an app with the Blazor Mobile Bindings, an experimental project from Microsoft that is taking Blazor syntax and applying it to Xamarin Forms. So basically, you can build a Xamarin Forms app using Blazor. But I also have done some backend stuff. I think it's 2 or 3 streams where we have worked with backend stuff so we can have an API that we are using in the mobile app. But today we will go back to the app and do some stuff with the API. So it's the app is e-com app where you can browse products and you will be able to search products because we have built a search service using Azure Search, or maybe they call it Azure Cognitive Search now, even so. But let's start the app to see what we have done so far. So here we have it on iOS. We're building this for iOS and Android. I have Mac OS and Windows projects in the solution also, but we will not focus on them. Windows not because I'm running on a Mac, and Mac OS because Xamarin Forms shell that we are using, for example, for the tabs here, will not support Mac OS yet, but hopefully that will come with the .NET MAUI later this year, because Mac OS will be first citizen in .NET MAUI. So here it is the app. We can browse categories, find products, and we can show some product data. So we have not done that much on the app yet. Much focus on navigation. This is built against mocked data, but today we will replace the mock data with real data. Real, but the API that we built in the last streams. So let's close the debugger and start with that. We can disable this message because hot reload will not work on Blazor. Hopefully it will do in the future, but not right now. If you're interested to see what we have done in Azure and the code so far, I will publish all code to GitHub directly after the stream. So all code that we have written earlier are available on GitHub on my account, and the name of the repository is Tackle Store. I also did some stuff this morning to improve the data a bit, because I had forgotten to import price in the data we imported to the Cosmos database and things like that. So now that is added so we can focus on the app development. Okay, so let's dive into the code. And I think the first thing we should do today is to build a search function. So let's do that. We can do that maybe from the first page or the main page, that is called. Then we have some services here. We have a cart service, category service, and product service. So in this product service, I think we should add a search method. So let's do that. Public static. Right now it's a static service. Maybe we'll replace that later to do it more testable with an interface. But let's do just a static method for now. We will return a list of product item. That is the new product model that we have. We had this product before, but we will replace that with the product model right now. The reason that we don't use the old product models is that I don't want it to break anything when I worked with the backend. I don't want to break that because the models are shared between the backend and the client. So here we have the models project that is finding all the models. And we also have the backend code here in the same solution. So product item search, we will have a string text as an argument to it. And now we will go to our Azure function that we created here for search. You can take a fast look at that one. So we have search product here, and it's just using the Azure search client under the hood. It's also possible to go directly to the Azure search engine, but I think it's a good architecture practice to hide it behind an API. That makes it also possible for us to replace the search engine with another search engine, for example, if we want to later, without having to change the code in the app. And that's good because if you want to do change in the app, you need to upload a new app binary to App Store, Google Play, and Apple need to review it. So it's much easier if you have an API that's hiding the search engine. So what we need to do is that we need an HTTP client, we need the URL. The URL are pretty much the same as here, but we should replace the last part with search product. And text is equal to text, like this. This should be enough. Of course, we need the async keyword here, because it's an async call, and then we have response. So we can check if response is success status code, then we can deserialize the result to an actual object. So let's do that. We would use, I think we used JSON.NET. Now we use system text JSON in this project, so let's continue with that. But first we need to have the JSON string, and we will get that by using this response content dot read as string async. So now we have the content as a JSON string, and now we can deserialize it to list of product item, like this. Var result, for example. Result is JSON serializer dot deserialize it, and we want it to list of product item, like this, and we put the JSON, and we also can add some options, because if you compare to JSON.NET, Newtonsoft JSON, we always have this case insensitive on, but for this system text JSON, we need to set it true in options like this. And Azure Functions will serialize these modules with lowercase in the beginning, even if we have uppercase like this. So it can be a problem. If we have used system text JSON on both sides, it will probably work well, but Azure Function using Newtonsoft JSON as default, at least right now. They probably will change that, I guess, because system text.json will be the new JSON serializer in .NET. And now we can return result like this. And if we don't have a successful status code, we can just return maybe we should throw an exception in this case. You can. My first thought was that we can return an empty list, but if something goes wrong, I think we want to know. We want to know that. So ensure success status code. This will throw an exception if we don't have a successful, and then we can also remove the if statement, and we can have this here first instead. Okay, now we have added code in the search service. Now we can go to main page and use this. So here we can add a new entry, and we will have a property that we should bind to the entry. Public doesn't have to be public. You can use private string search text get set. You can use a field here if you want to, but I think for me it feels better to use a property, probably because I'm used to do that when I'm doing MVVM development using summary forms, for example, or VPF. So let's continue with this. Then we need to go here and just need to double check how we did that with the entry last time. I think we should have one here in the cart. Maybe it was in the not here. Number of items. Okay, it was just a label here. So okay, let's try to do this. Because if you're using web content with Blazor, you should do like this. I can show you pages, product details. You should use input text and bind value, but I'm not sure if we should do that with this summary forms components. I think we just can use text and then search text like this. We want a placeholder, search product. We don't want this product to be here anymore. Instead, we want to have a list of search result. So let's create a property for that. Still don't have to be public. Product item. Search result. And we have to give it a default value here. Otherwise, we need to do a null check in the markup, or what we should call it up here. So let's do this. Let's see if we can do that like this. If you have C# enabled, C# 9 enabled. Yes, we have. So we can do that. So we can do search result is product service search text, just like this. Not just this, because we need to add a button or something here that triggers the search also. Maybe we have a change event here. Do we have that? No events. Doesn't feels like that. Okay, let's add a search button for now. We can handle that in another way later. Orientation horizontal, so we can stack them in that way, in a horizontal way. Button text search. On click, here we have that one. Then we need to add a method for that. Private async task search, because that is what we should do. Then we will move this code down here. I should add an await here, of course, like this. We don't need that one, so we can remove that. On click, let's see if we can just do like this search. See what happens. Yes, okay. And here we want the search result, because we don't have any collection view in Blazor yet. We need to use stack layout and do a loop inside of it. So for each loop, for example, search result. For now, we can just write out the title to see if everything works. then we will use the component later that we created in earlier streams. So we can have products list look the same on multiple places. So item.title. Okay, let's do it like this and try to run it. We can set the breakpoint here, for example. Okay, let's see what happens. Let's drink some coffee when we're waiting for the app to compile. Be a little bit slow the first time now. It was a couple of weeks since I compiled this the last time, so I updated Visual Studio and things like that, so the cache is probably not there. Okay, let's see what happens now. Okay, doesn't look good, but I'm not a designer, but we'll improve the look of it anyway. So search product. Let's try to search for ice, for example, because we have ice fishing products here. Search. Yes, this work. The binding here is not working. We have not searched text. Okay, let's see how we can do that instead. Maybe we need to use bind like this. Let's try that instead. Otherwise we need to go and read the documentation to remind myself how to do that. Now we have the app here. Just a few seconds and we will see the result. Yes, then can we write ice again and search. And I think autocorrect changed it to Uwe instead. Yeah, but it works, so let's try. Okay, status does not indicate 404, not found. Okay, that is not good. Let's check the URL here. Search product. Okay, search. The name is search products. If you take a look here, we can set custom routes if you want here too, but we have not done that. So let's restart the app and try again. We also need to handle the exception a little bit better later, so it will not crash the whole app like it did. Okay, the app doesn't not crash, but it was similar to a crash because it was not able to get out from that exception. So let's search for ice again. We don't want autocorrect to change it. Ice. Search. We have ice here. That's fine. We have 5 products. Okay, that's great. Let's see if we can see them on the screen too. Yep, here they are. Great. Then we need to change the code so that we can use our product item component. So let's do that. First, we can just set that search text will be string.empty when we have search here. Or maybe we don't want that because we maybe want to extend the search. Let's and see what we have searched for. So let's keep that for now. So here we have a product item component that have product as a parameter. So let's change that to product item instead and see what error we will get. We will have product item there. We don't product. Okay, why don't we have any title? Okay, let's see what we have here. Title. Okay, strange, really strange, I think. Product is okay. Product client. Okay, it's a problem with the namespace because we have a component called product item 2. So we need to specify the namespace a bit more. Models. So title. And we don't have a price because price is on product variants. Okay, why is this product item? We need to have models here as well, of course. Like that. Do we have an image on that? Let's check how the model is looking. Here, product item. Yes, we have images. That's good. Product. Cannot. Okay. Product dot images. It's not a string anymore. Okay, that's fine. Okay, then we need to do like this instead. I don't really know why we have this code twice. Because we should only have one image. So let's do like this, and then we can do an if statement here. If product dot images dot any. To check if we have an image. Like this. Then we can use first here instead, because we know that it is not null, and then we can have source. That should work better. And here we need to calculate the price, or you can do like this. Or but okay, we don't have to do this because it's not inside a loop here, so we can do it. We can do it here instead. Or maybe okay, let's try. Let's see what we have. Override. Of course, I don't need an at first because we already have an on parameter set async. Okay, great. Await base at async here. Okay, so when we set parameter, we will calculate what price that should be visible. So let's create a property for that to show the price. Double price. It's set like that. Then we have price is product dot variance dot order, or we can make a select first because I think we can show the lowest price here. So is select price order, not like that, of course. X, we need expression there. Order by X. Oh, it's just enough to have that. Dot first. Okay, let's do like that instead. First, so that will give us the lowest price. Then we can do here. We can do. Oops, what happened now? Press some strange key combination, I think. So let's go back here to product item. So if product dot variance dot count, if it's 1, just show the price like that. Else we will show really strange formatting. Can show it price. I don't think we can concat the string inside our property, so we do like this instead. Price string is from, and then we can take this one like this, and we add the price string here. Okay, let's try to run the app again and see what happens. Okay, we have a build error. Product item doesn't contain any definition from SKU. No, that is because it's called ID now. Okay. And we still some errors. Cannot convert. Okay, we're using these components on other places as well. Product list. Okay, we can do like this. We can comment it away for now. Go and fix that later. Search for eyes again. What we did, we forgot to add the component to the main page, the search result here. So let's do that. Product item. Product is product. No, it's item. Like this. Okay. No, now we can run it. Okay, let's search for ABU, for example. That is a well-known manufacturer of fishing tackle. Okay, remove that breakpoint and try. Okay, sequence contains no elements. Okay, I think I know why. Could it be here? That is the problem, but let's add this exception catch point, so we will catch all exceptions. But we cannot reload the page, so we need to restart the app, so let's do that. Search for ABU again. Okay, here is the problem. Variance is we have no variance. Okay. Do we have a product? Yes, we have. But I think all products should have a variant. Okay, strange, but let's fix this. If product dot variants product dot variants dot any. Oops, too many parentheses. So we only do that if we have variants. Okay, let's try again. But I thought all product would have, but it's maybe about the data model. I can double check that to the next stream. That will be on Thursday. So now we're inside the app again. Let's search for ice instead again. Yes, search. And now we have the result, but no prices. And no images. Okay, that is a bit strange. We can add a breakpoint there to see if we have that in on the data or what the problem is. Images count 0. Okay. Let's search for something else, or then we need to go and check if we have other problems. We can search for I can search for FIBE, for example, that we have here. Should be photos on that. Fine. Okay, autocorrect. Change it to fine. We can search for Colmic because I know there are products that are named that. I hate this autocorrect. With Xamarin Forms, you can set flags that we don't want autocorrect, but that is not in Blazor experimental bindings yet. Okay, we have 2 products here, but no images and no variants. Okay, let's see what the problem is. Let's check the raw data, the JSON. I know why. This search result, we don't have all data in. We don't have all data in the search model. That is the reason, because see if we have that model. Product item variant. No, we have that one in the here. It's another model. That's why we are missing data. We have this search result item. Let's see where we have that one. Here. Okay, we should move this one to the models project instead, so we can use it in the app too. Okay, let's see if that worked. Yes, it did. So just like change the namespace, so we have the correct one, tackle store models, like that. Just go up and verify that this still works. No, it doesn't, because we need to add a using for the namespace. You can try to build it also. While we're waiting for that, we can go here. Okay, succeeded. We can go here and change the service to use, instead of product item here, it will use search result item, like that. We also need to change here. Okay, that's fine. Let's go to the main page. So we will change the model here again, the component. Oops. Cannot find it right now. Components here, of course. So search result item, like that instead. Yes, we need to change. We don't have any variants, so we can remove that. We need search result item there. We can remove this one as well. We can save that one, I think. Sorry, we need to have it like this to make it work with the code there. Product images, I think we only have one image here, maybe as a string. Yes, price string does not exist. That's also a little bit strange. Maybe we need to have it like that. Yeah, it need to be on the same row. Images, if product image is not null. Yeah, okay. Let's try again and see if it works better now. I think it should. Oops, some places where it doesn't have changed. Okay, here, search result should be search result item instead. Okay, what is the problem? Search, we have changed that one. We have, let's try to build and see what happens. Could be the editor that is slow to understand changes. Okay, it was not. Product item. What cannot convert models product item. Okay. Search. Aha. We have to change there. This one is, I don't think we use that one anymore. Now it will be better, I guess. Yes. Okay, let's try to run it. Search for eyes. Search. Yes, we have product images, but still no price. Okay, a little bit strange, but that could be the data. Let's check. Got the product service, add a breakpoint here. Then we can search again. See how the JSON looks. Okay, we have price in the JSON here. It will be named. Okay, let's see if we have it in the result object also. Result. Yes. Okay. Why don't we have that in the app UI? So now we can go here to product item. Of course, we don't set the price property, but we don't need to do that anymore because we only have one price property in product. So we can have product.price like that instead. But then we need to restart the app because we don't have any hot reload yet for Blazor, as I said before. The reason I used iOS simulator because it's faster to build and deploy with that one. But all this code should work on Android as well. Can remove the breakpoint. We don't need that anymore, hopefully. Wow, now we have price too. Okay, great. This is should be in Swedish crowns, not dollar, but it takes dollar because the culture of the app is set to US as default, but the data is in Swedish crowns, so that is the reason. Also, okay, the next step is maybe to do some navigation to the product page. I guess it will not work now since we have changed the data model. Yeah, the navigation works, but it crashes. Okay, that's fine. So let's rebuild this get product method as well. And now we should use product item. Last time I asked you use cache data from here, but we don't do that anymore. So we can take this and reuse the code a bit, but instead of products and category, we will use get products. Let's double check that. Get product here. Yes, get product without an S in the end. And we will have ID is SKU. Or maybe we should rename that to ID also because it's the name in the model is ID now. We can remove that. Add async keyword here because now it's an async method. Response, yes, we can. Let's copy all of this and change it a bit. Yes, like this. Okay, result. Of course, it should not be a list here. Okay. Now we can go to this product details page, and in this case product details page is a web page built with Blazor. But the web page is not running on a web server, it's not WebAssembly, it's running inside of the app. So let's take a look on that one. We built that for a couple of weeks ago. We have it here in web UI folder, and this is what they call the Blazor hybrid app. It's very similar concept that we have with Electron, for example. So pages, product details, here in that one, we can see this is web code. Product item here instead of product. Let's change that one to ID. Models.product item. ID. We also go up. No, we have not defined any route there. We don't need to have those mocked images anymore. Cart service. Okay, we need to go update that one too. But that is fine. Cart service. Add cart item. Here we have add product item. Change to ID. Right now, product item is just an in memory. The cart is just in memory. Product price. Okay, we don't have price. Okay, we maybe need to rewrite this bit to handle variants as well, so we can, let's do it like this instead. We build the product page first and we can focus on the cart stuff later. So we change back to what we have, just to make it so it will be possible to run the code. So we do like this. We just comment that code away so we can run it and see what happens. And focus. Okay, we still have some issues here. We can also comment this away. Item description is now named body. Like that. Okay, now we can run it. Okay, search for eyes again, because we know we have data then. I can navigate here now. Okay, still some errors. Product details does. Okay, this error is, or bug, maybe is a better word, in Visual Studio is still here. We can see the problem here right now. Does not properly match in the name SKU. Okay, why does that happen? I think we removed every SKU, but let's go here and check. SKU. Let's search for it. No, we don't have any SKUs here. Let's look how it looks when we're navigating from here. Navigate to product ID. Okay, that's fine. Of course, we have this page here too that we are embedded the web part in. So product details view here. Here is the problem. ID. Okay, just double check that the property was name. ID also down here. Yes, it is. Okay, now maybe it will work better. So the app is starting. Eyes, search, navigate. Oh, it took a long time. But at least we got something. But it doesn't look good. We don't have any image here. Is the first problem. Doesn't seem that we have any body as well. Okay, let's just try with another product first before we go and debug it. Can take this one. This should have images. Oh, it was really slow. I don't know why. Okay. Should not be that slow, but okay, strange. I wonder if the emulator is freezing or if it just is the app. It looks like it's the app. Okay, then we maybe have a async problem somewhere. Or product details view. Product details. Okay, we can set the breakpoint here and see what happens or what data we will get. So we'll restart it and see what happens. Search for eyes. Okay. Press that one. Okay, we hit the breakpoint, so this function was pretty fast. We have 6 images, so that should not be a problem. Okay, let's see what happened now. But we don't have an image there, okay. Item is not null. Okay, maybe we can set the breakpoint here to see what happens. Yeah, it could be related to this carousel slider also. That is a bootstrap. I'm not sure if that works inside of the app. Yep, here we have images, 6 one. Okay, but at least we should get 1 image, as we had. Current image is 1. Okay, but it's still not visible. Okay, we can do like this. We can debug again and see. Okay, we have the same issue as before. We need to add dot source here. Okay, let's try to run that again, and we can also check why we didn't have any body visible. Maybe can be related to if this is we have a height request for 100 here. Let's remove that one because we want it to be over the whole page. So hopefully Phil will fix that for us. It should do, at least if it works like it do in the Xamarin Forms. And this is based on Xamarin Forms, so hopefully it will work like that. Search for eyes again. Got this one that we know have 6 images. We don't have any body for that one. Can remove the breakpoints. And now we have images. Okay, great. And we can navigate through them. Maybe we need to set some height, so that will not happen. Okay, but that's fine. We'll add nicer buttons here later. Let's check that other product. Oops. That was not good. Maybe we can search for borr, ice drill. If we this will be ice drill if we translate this to English. Here we have one. But still no body. Let's see if we can search for colmic. Search. This one should have body, I think. But let's add a breakpoint to see what happens. add it here. Use this button. Item. Okay, body is null. Okay, that maybe are related to the data import, but we can go and check in the product service if we have body here or if it's related to the backend code. If it's related to the backend code, we maybe not will focus so much on that in this stream because we have only 10 minutes left. Search. Let's search for Colmic again. Let's see what we have in the JSON. Okay, the debugger don't want to play with me. Okay, let's try in the immediate window instead. JSON. Oh, it was not big here. Okay, maybe you can see it a little bit better here. Ah, here we have ID, title, all the images. It was hard to see. Let's do like this instead. We copy it. We go to JSON editor. Let's search for that. We can use this one. Paste. Okay, that not work. Copy. Paste. Why? Select all. Copy. Or is this a Visual Studio bug? Paste. Okay, looks like that is a bug. Can we do like this instead? Copy and see what happens. Yes, we could, but we didn't get the whole. Okay, we can see here body is null, so that's the reason. That was enough. Just take a fast look at the function here and see what happens. Get product. Okay, let's dive into the repository. Product item. Okay, maybe that are related to data and database, so we'll not focus on that today. So let's go back to the app code instead. I have 8 minutes left. So we can run the app like this instead. There we have it to see what we need to do next. Maybe we can focus a bit on these categories instead. Or make this to look nicer. I think we will do that. So we can go to main page. We need some padding here. And now when we are using Blazor, we need to do new thickness. 10 instead, just write in 10 as we do with Xamarin Forms and XAML. But this is standard Blazor syntax. Maybe we should use a grid instead. We can say that we have column definitions. And we want the entry to be 2/3 of the page, so we can do like this, to star and star. And with the grid, we need to have a grid cell when we're working with Blazor. So everything will be wrapped inside of that grid cell. Then we can set column here, column 1. Yeah. Maybe we can add a color to the button as well. Let's say just give it a color dot blue for this example. Now we can work a little bit more with styling later to make the app look really nice. Or at least as good that I can get it, because I'm not a designer, I'm a developer. But I can do better, better than this anyway. Okay, now we are here. Yes, we have the search field, we have the button. We can search eyes. Yeah, like this. It would be nice if we don't had to press the button, but it doesn't seem that we have any event here. On, okay, let's see. On completed, on size changed. Open. I want the on change event so we can bind to that. That would be nice. On completed, on focus, on size, on unfocused. Yeah, could work, but the best thing would be if it just was one change when we stop writing. Let's see if we do like this instead. Bind. Do we have any options here? No. But we maybe can do like this instead. Didn't thought about that. We have the set method here that will probably be triggered every time we hit a key. So if we add a backing field for that, string search text, just return search text, but we can write some code in the setter here. Search text should of course be set also. Well, okay, then we can automatically search, but we don't want to do that on every keystroke, so we need the user to pause a bit first. So we can do like this. We can add a new private field, private date time, last keystroke, and we set last keystroke is date time dot now, and then we can do like this. If let's set that to min date, it is default, but let's set that so we know that we have that. If last keystroke is not date time dot, or we can make it nullable. That's better. Then we know if it's set or not. Not has value, and date time dot now dot last keystroke dot value is bigger than new time span, or we can do like this instead. Dot milliseconds. If we have a pause for, let's say, 300 milliseconds, we can trigger the search like that. Okay, let's do like in tasks. You can do, because we cannot wait inside of a setter, but we can do like this. Task.run async. Wait, like that. Okay. And then here we can. Now we can do it here. Every time we search, we restore that one to null. So if we put it inside the search method here, it will also be resetted if we hit the button. Okay, let's try this. This will be the last thing we do today in this stream, because the time is soon up. probably we want to add some minimum number of characters here also. So it will not search for one characters, for example. So we can go here, we can write eyes and wait. Nothing happens. Okay, set the breakpoint here. Then we'll go back. Nothing happens. Okay, strange. Set the breakpoint there. Okay, we at least go here now. It has value. Millisecond. Okay. Okay. Okay, now we hit that one, but no result is changed. Okay, let's do one more thing. We maybe need to trigger state has changed here. Okay, let's try this. We can remove the breakpoints for now. Maybe we'll add them back if it doesn't work. Here is the simulator. Okay. Eyes. Wait. Nothing happens. Okay, let's write again. Eyes. Okay, let's add a breakpoint here to see what happens. Okay, now we're here. Search text is eyes. We have a search result. Aha, we are on another thread. That is the reason, of course. But then we can use main thread dot begin invoke a main thread like this, and to go back to the UI thread. We can also add if search text dot length is larger than 2. Okay, so now we need to add at least 3 characters before it will search for us. Okay, one build error. We need to add async there. Probably let's do it like that. For now, if we want to, we can do the search on the background thread and then dispatch it to the main thread. But this will work for now. Let's open the simulator and wait for the app to start. Okay, let's see if it works. Eyes. Wait. Okay, strange. Let's add a breakpoint and try again. Eyes. We don't hit that one. So now it should be 2, so it will not go inside of it. Yes, that's correct. Still that one. Okay. Now, it was removed. Okay, let's double check. Eyes. Of course, we cannot do like that. I understand why, because we will not set this one, get inside of this again. Okay, but we can fix that maybe I want to fix it now. We need to wait a bit instead. So we do like this. If now we can just add it. Task.run. We need to wait here to see if there are more keystrokes instead. So we can do like this. We can remove this one. Well, we have it here instead. Async. Move this one inside of here. Then we add a delay instead. Task.delay 300 milliseconds. And if this one last keystroke. Yeah, let's see if this works. So we will wait here to see if there are any new keystrokes since the last time we hit that method. Could work, maybe not, but I hope so. Okay, open the simulator to see if this works. Eyes. Yes, we are in the search here now. Okay, let's see what happens. Yes, we have the result. That's nice. Okay, we can try to search for another one. ABU. Yes, it worked. Let's do one last search. Yes, it works. Okay, great. The time is up. Thank you very much for watching. I will continue to work with this app on Thursday. If you're interested in the code, you can find it on GitHub here. So I will push it just after I will end the stream. Thank you very much for watching, and if you have feedback, just reach out to me on Twitter, for example. Thank you very much for watching, and hope to see you on Thursday. Bye-bye.